Sorry.
Oh my God!
Guys, stop hurting.
Get ready. Keep some Shabbos clothing near your bed. Oh! You know what I'm saying? Look at dressed, you know. Bam. Also, still looking not nice girls.
Yo, boys, one thing. Don't make noise while the shit is going on. Please shut up! Don't make noise. If you can't hear me, something's wrong. That means that what the frick? Please don't make noise during the show. Don't make noise.
What the hell? What do you think I mean?
Who's right here in the room? Who's here right now?
Me. We're right back. We're supposed to be like the ball shifting.
God.
The ball shifting wouldn't be here.
Okay, now the question is something called the resurrection of the dead. You know what that means? Yes, amazing.
Wow, what does this happen?
Now the question is how to look at it and what does it mean to be? What does life mean? What does yes, amazing mean? If you're here right now but you're somewhere else, you're not here. You're reading a book or your head somewhere else. You could be here physically, but you're not here. You're not alive. You're alive, but they say a story with a Yid in the Holocaust. Jonathan Sachs, the rabbi in London, says a story. There's a Yid, you can see a Harbushtam. In Kloisenberg at Rebbe, he started as a Sidis, he dedicated his life for giving other people life. Now this guy was in the Holocaust, and in front of his own eyes, his wife and 11 kids were murdered. Okay, they got killed, or wiped out, finished. And they asked him when he came to Eretz Yisrael, which he made a shiur, he swore in the concentration camps, that he is going to give his life, if he survives, for helping other people with life. And they asked him, you don't have questions on the Eibishter? You don't have questions on God? So he said, I do have questions. I have questions. But I'll tell you like this. This is what he said. And a real Yid gives such an answer. He said that the Eibishter has answers. But if he wants to give me the answer, he's going to call me upstairs to get the answer. So I'd rather be here with my questions without answers. So he's like, I'm not going to start questioning the Eibishter. I have my questions, but I'm not going to go upstairs for an answer. The Nekut is that we're here, we're alive. And guys, there's guys that come to mind, there's different in Yonim. And you should see in Chassidus and in general what the idea of life, what life is, what it's all about. And the way that Rebbe looks at it in different things. Okay? We're not justifying anything what happened to Lag Boimer and Meiron, the numbers, and something just like not flew into my head. I'm going to try to speak out of Abyssal, and I hope I can say whatever I can say in the 10 minutes or whatever we have, because there's a lot to say on this thing. And I prepared 10 different questions on Jessa Mason to make it 11. The idea is like this, which you can try to connect it. This is my own words, so I'm not going to say the Rebbe or anything over here, but the Rebbe speaks about the whole idea of Gol and Gula, right? Exile. This world, Galus, we're stuck. The only difference is you're not going out of it, you're bringing the Eibishter into it. The same thing is with a mace, okay? A mace is dead. Now if you put the Aleph there, it's MS. Now, I try to find makar here and there. This is my own words, but we're not here to give explanations or anything, but we're trying to see and bring Eibishter into every single thing. MS, life, truth. The real truth is Xayim, which is MS. Now, this is a little off, but they say the numbers are 45. 45 in 4 and 5 is what? 4 and 5 is 9. 9 in Misper Cotton of MS is also 9. Aleph is 1, Mem is 4, and Saf is also 4. MS is also 9, without the zeros, without the big numbers. MS, Aleph, Mem, Saf is 9. there's mace, and with the Eibishter, there's emes over here. It's the same with the Gula and Gula. You bring the Eibishter into it, you're trying to be Megala something in this whole situation. The Eibishter is in the picture. Why is 9 emes? The Tzemach Tzedek says, just by looking at the word emes, you see that it's true. Emes has 2 feet, Aleph has 2 feet, Mem has 2 feet, and Asaf has 2 feet. Sheker, the way you write it, the Tzemach Tzedek brings it down. Shin, Kuf, and Reish, they don't last, they fall. They're on one foot. But he says it's more than that. If you do 9 plus 9, is what?
18.
What? 18. 1 and 8 is what? I need your help with this. 1 and 8 is 9. 18 plus 18?
36.
3 and 6?
9.
36 plus 36?
72.
7 and 2?
9.
72 plus 72?
144.
1, 4 and 4?
9.
144?
9.
144 plus 144?
288.
Take the 8, take the 2, split it in half, you have 9.
You get out of here. You can't be so many times.
This is the Tzemach Tzedek saying.
I can make it up about anything.
You can't. Sorry, number 9.
They're all
It is
the points are they're all multiples of 9.
Very simple. 244. Where do you have 288?
I can make anything 9 then.
Where do you have 9?
You
Only
can't.
with the number 9. You'll only be
all
able to come back
multiples of
9.
I can make Joe Biden.
The good here is, what is he
Multiples of
trying? What am I
9.
trying to say? What's the Tzemach Tzedek saying? If it's MS, it's 240, it's 288. You take 2 8s, you take the 2, and you put 1 here and 1 there. It's 9 and 9. Yes, the Tzemach Tzedek said it.
It's all
They're
Now,
it's all multiples of 9.
Guys,
okay, now what's the Nakuda? If it's true, it's going to come back to the MS. Now, that's what MS is, that's what Tita is. Number 45 in Misper Cotton is 9, and it's MS. If we bring the Eibishter, it's MS, whatever it is. It's Mount Teres Lakshan. The Nakuda here is that I want to speak about a few different Nakudas over here, what life is. In the Kuntus of mine, the guys are learning, he brings down from the Navi that there's 10 things. He brings it down from others that have not, and 10 things are called MS, 10 things are called Xayim. He says the Eibishter is called Xayim. Xayim. Taitas is Xayim, Taitas Nekra because it says it's Xayim. Yisrael, the Yidra are called Xayim. It says Xayim. Now, why are all these things Xayim? Because they connect to the real source of life, which is what the Eibishter. Now, the Eibishter is Xayim, so when you connect yourself to life, you're alive. If you connect yourself to something which is not alive, you're not going to be alive. It's that simple. What is it going to be when Moshiach comes? What does it mean? What does it mean now? And there's a funny or interesting ayam that the Rebbe says that Tchias HaMesim means when your seichel, your godly, your seichel, your piece of meat right here, your brain, understands Eibishter, that's Tchias HaMesim. The Rebbe says it very clearly in Gaulah Sivan ayam. Tchias HaMesim is when your seichel understands a godly thing. You're punching me Mechayim Mesim.
We get a glimpse of
when you learn Chassidus, when your seichel understands Eibishter, the Rebbe says it in Yom Yom Gaulah Sivan, you're considered alive. Now I just want to speak a little bit about the idea of Tchias HaMesim. I'm going to ask a few questions. If you guys have any answers.
9.
Almost.
9.
Okay, we're going to just get a little technical over here. What is going to be the Seder of Tchias HaMesim Lasad Lavai? When Moshiach comes, how is it going to be when the people wake up? So there's the idea of the building of the Beis HaMikdash. It's going to be first, Binyan Beis HaMikdash, Kibbutz Gali, so they're going to come to Eretz Yisrael. And then after that, there's the Sikh of the Rebbe, if it's going to be in the second era of Moshiach, the second Kufa, it's going to be the first Kufa. Second Kufa, the world's going to be the same. And then the second Kufa, the world is going to be on another level. It's going to be on a higher state. So you're going to have the idea of building Beis HaMikdash, Yidden coming to Eretz Yisrael, Tchias HaMesim. There's Pete Kufas in Beis Moshiach, yes. It's the Rebbe's Kiddush. It's one of the 4 sikhs in the green Lamach that Rebbe gave out, the basic Kufas of Lasad Lavai. There's some people that say there's going to be 40 years, and then there'll be the Kibbutz Galiyus. There's different opinions how it's going to work. Where exactly is going to be this Tchias HaMesim? All the Mesim are going to wake up in Eretz Yisrael. Now, people try, even today, if people actually have like a feel for it, they feel to get buried in Eretz Yisrael because they don't want to go through Tsar or whatever it is. There's different opinions. Malach Machal will take the body and bring it to Eretz Yisrael. It's going to wake up over there, or there's going to be tunnels and it's going to roll, whatever it may be. But the Mason are going to actually wake up in Eretz Yisrael. Who's going to wake up by Tchias HaMesim? This is again, every single person is going to wake up for Olam Haba, even those that the Gemara says don't believe in, don't have a chelik in. Tchias HaMesim are going to wake up for Tchias HaMesim. And the Gemara, they bring down a few different reasons why. First of all, the body of the person might not come back, but his neshama will come back. The Tchias HaMesim will happen. It could be that somebody in his family, somebody said Kaddish for him or whatever it is, so the person will come back, even if he's not a roy for it, but somebody else could do something to bring back.
Will they remember their past life?
There is a lot to speak about this idea. I could go through the questions and just get your mind to spend a little bit. Somebody came down a few times in a bunch of different bodies. The neshama came down to this guy, there's Gagula. So which body is he going to come back with? Somebody married somebody, he's going to marry. He married a second person. Who's he going to be with? The clothes that he wears.
What's the neshama split?
There's a bunch of questions that are asked that all have answers. What's the seder of the people, the tzadikim, the avos, who's going to wake up? In which seder is there going to be eating after Tchias HaMesim? Is there going to be this concept of having kids, loss of love, Tchias HaMesim? The pleasure is not going to be there. There's going to be different inyanim, how it's going to be in a physical way or not. Loss of love, there's a bunch of different explanations to this idea that when something comes into something, it feels like it's in Gaulas. Now, the Rebbe asks a question, he brings out from Tanya. Every single thing we do is midah keneged midah. What we do, the Eibusher does back. So how do we have Tchias HaMesim right now in Olam Hazeh? So the Rebbe explains that when the Eibusher created the Gashmis Olam Hazeh, the godliness in that thing is in Galus. It's enclosed in that thing, and it feels like a mace. When a Yid gets involved with that thing, he makes a bracha. He takes the Gashmis, he elevates it. He's being the Chaya Mason for that Gashmis thing, and that's the midah keneged midah that a person can do now for the idea of Tchias HaMesim loss of love. Is there going to be dinner mishpat, judgment, loss of love after Tchias HaMesim? How is the physical life going to be? Are all Yidden going to wake up at the same time? There's a bunch of more in Yanim over here. We're just going to end it really quickly, which is a whole nother sugya. I don't know if you guys do know, but I personally did bury people. And
you did?
Yes. Now there's two things here. The clothes they wear, the tachrichim, are made out of kilayim, which is the instrument of Torah.
Made of what?
Kilayim.
Shotness.
Shotness is wool and linen together, which minat Torah, a person is not allowed to wear it, but a dead person is not a person. So that's why there's certain ways, certain reasons why certain stuff are made. And also another thing is every single person is buried with a talus. Every single Yid is buried with a talus. They put the talus on the person, and they cut, everybody's buried with a talus, and they cut a corner. Ladies, I don't think so. I didn't deal with ladies, but ladies don't wear tzitzis. I don't think so.
Is it like a regular talus or is it special?
A regular talus, and they cut a corner.
Could I deal with ladies?
It should be a puzzle of talus. Now the good here is, Moshiach comes, the person's going to wake up. First of all, he's wearing kilayim. Second of all, he's wearing puzzle of tzitzis. Now, this is a sugya for itself, and the Rebbe speaks about it. And the good here is, the Rebbe says, mitzvahs b'telis loss of love, which is another sikha, that all mitzvahs loss of love can be bottled. Mitzvahs can be bottled, loss of love, how can it be? So the just of the sikha, which is 10 oisius, in one sentence is that, what does it mean? Today, when we do a mitzvah, because the Eibusher commanded me to do it. So, I have a lashon of tzavsa v'chibra, I'm connecting myself to the Eibusher. But loss of love, it's going to be something not because of the tzivui, it's something that my body automatically is going to be uplifted and higher to the Eibusher. So right away, the body's going to throw off the kilayim, it's going to throw off the puzzle of tzitzis, and he brings down two different days. If the person is going to come back with the original clothes he used to wear in his regular daily life or not, but the tzitzis is going to fly off, all these puzzle things, the body's not going to be able to gashmis to go against the Eibusher's and all those people that Rahman al-Islam went, we're not asking Charles and Eibusher, but we cut the man. That's what we're going to do. And we want the chef to come take the mamish. I think it is. Let's go.
The thing you said about MS is that another thing that stands on 2 feet is that. So there's 2 words or it's like
says it's specifically anything which is real, anything which is true, which is
What?
He says specifically the word emes, and this is called out there, but right? With Samach Tzedek. If you walk, you can ask me, you're going to start getting technical. There are 72 names. The idea of truth, he brings down, if somebody did an aved, he wants to drink water, meichatos. He has to get it from somebody's tummy. He wants to get water, it has to be from a pure place. And he says, even if the water that he gets from a place of water dries up once in 7 years, he can't use that water. Why? Because it's not emes. Emes is something which is everlasting, which is the only thing that's everlasting is the highest kedusha. I had something that I wanted to show you while you asked. This is the body, okay? The cup is the body, and the water inside is the neshama. I pour the water into the water is in here, okay? Now, inside derech hateva, inside the way they created the world, other than Chava, the body and the guf were supposed to stay together. The neshama and right? The neshama is supposed to stay b'derech hateva b'gash misnei haza. The neshama is supposed to stay in the body forever. The reason why he went out is because he screwed up. That's it.
So you're saying if you never screw up, you'll stay here forever?
That's what the Eibusher's Ratzon was, and that's what it is. The water is supposed to stay in the cup. The only reason why you would leave is or if it evaporates, or if I make a hole.
Oh, Jesus. Somebody has to clean
The
that up.
only reason, I'll clean it up. The only reason why, I did it to show you. The only reason why I did it to show
We'll
you.
never forget that.
If there's a hole in the cup, the water will leave the body. The same is with the neshama. The Eibusher gave us the neshama, he put it in a body. There is no reason for the neshama to leave the body. Once the person makes a hole in the cup, the neshama just feels uncomfortable, and I gotta go.
What about the Rebbe?
Tzadikim.
If you brought it up, I was gonna speak about it. Tzadikim don't have a physical life. Tzadikim, the guy Moshe Rabbeinu went to a mountain. He was there for 40 days and 40 nights, and he didn't have to eat. The Gashmis, it says that chetzi, half of Moshe Rabbeinu, the top half is part of Eibusher, chetzi elikim. And it says even when they die, even if they get buried, and the Rebbe asked this question, Yaakov Avinu was buried,
That's why the body's right here.
and he's still alive. The Rebbe says there's different levels. The Rebbe says there could be this idea of a state of faint, and somebody's saying by tzadikim, it's not the way we think, the way we know. If we would understand the Eibusher, we would be the Eibusher. It's that simple. A tzaddik, a lot of times it says that the reason why he goes through certain things is because of us. He takes it upon himself. But the physicality of him leaving or not being here is not the way we see, the way we do. We brought it up, I'll mention it. There's a Medrash Rabbah in Parshas Vayechi speaking about tzaddikim. And it says that if somebody's zoiche, if somebody's worthy, the tzaddik could appear himself to him. And it says that sometimes, and it says in general, tzaddikim after they pass away, they enclose themselves in a guf dak, a thin body, a see-through body, and they walk around. People that are connected to them will see the tzaddik. This is what the Madrash says in Parshas Vayechi, that the tzaddikim actually are around in a see-through, in a way that you can't see them, but they're here. They can see you, they're around, they're walking around.
They're able to see.
This is what the Madrash says.
They talk?
Tzaddikim are alive. Even if they get buried, even if you put them, and he brings that from the Gemara, that Yehuda Anasi used to come make Kiddush for his wife on Shabbos after he was buried, and she was Yotzei the Kiddush he made. What? Tzaddik's life, the Gemara says that, we can check it out. There's a lot of different Inyanim, we can't speak about it more, but Tzaddik's life is something that will happen. All your
doors going now. You saw my doors go. There's your dad, isn't there?
Please listen.
Yeah, so no one's going to be in the family.
And you will still come.
I already bought these. I just found out, yeah, and I bought them.
Oh, you take pictures.
I see a large.
I won't give it to
Alicia, I didn't get one.
It's gonna mess with